Well, today I've come up to Exmoor and overcast, but it's actually quite mild. This afternoon rain's supposed to be coming in, so I thought I'd come up here before it gets wet. Hopefully I'll make it back to the car. Only doing a short walk, but I've not heard much in the way of cuckoos this year. So I've come to a part of Exmoor where I've heard quite a few cuckoos in the past, so hopefully we'll hear some cuckoos, but also, as always, on the lookout for anything else that's around really. But yeah, it's actually, it's a fantastic day. Anyway, let's keep going. Well, it's so calm and quiet. A few birds singing, but not much else is going on. Very, very still. Gee, you look at all the foxgloves and the thistle's starting to come up. Absolutely wonderful. Lots of bird song, the wren, the chaffinch. But anyway, I'm coming through these plantations in the hope of hearing the elusive cuckoo. To be honest, I was hoping I'd have heard one by now, so this might just turn into white-tailed bee. Really making the most of that thistle pollen there. Wonderful. Yeah, I thought I might have I would have hoped I'd have heard a cuckoo by now, so it might not happen. So just going to meander back now, but via these plantations which are dotted around this part of Exmoor. So we've just walked through that plantation. There's Withy Pool Hill over there. They're in private land, so we're not going to go to those. But just up there, there's a few trees and another plantation. So that's the way I'm going to be heading. And you know, I love walking across the open moor like this. I mean, it's not a footpath that far away. However, not many people venture into the open moor, and I just love it, man. It's fantastic. Okay, so what we've got here, this is deer line or deer run. There's some, looks like it's some relatively fresh prints, so keeping my eye out. There's another one here. Well, we're going to follow this tree line anyway down and then across, and we'll see if we see anything. Of course, the other thing now is ticks. Ticks are now out, and yeah, this is long grass. Just asking for problems if you wear shorts. You won't catch me on Exmoor walking through this in a pair of shorts, I guarantee you that. There we go. So, a fleeting glimpse of red deer. We're on the right track for deer. Not for cuckoos, it would appear though. Well, that's the second time I've done that today. Right, concentrate. Lovely, man. Let's go back to those other three. That's beautiful. Okay, another deer's just pretty close to me, just run off to join those four we just recorded. So that's, what's that, 6 deer we've seen now, so there's certainly in this area. There we go. So that's the fourth, and that's the one I saw running away. So whether it's that deer running towards those which have startled them, probably is. Amazing. There they are again. So they're actually going towards where I was going to head, into this plantation here. I think I'll keep going, but rather than going directly to it, I'll go more that way to give them a bit of space. Because let's not forget, this was supposed to be listening and looking for cuckoos. So yeah, I'm just gonna head that way, give those guys down there plenty of space, and yeah, let's see if the elusive cuckoo is in there. So many deer prints through here. Right, we'll make the way around to the back end of that plantation, then I'll probably start heading back. Any moth experts? What's that? Look at it. The scale. Wow. Okay, so that was a lovely little plantation there. And now we're heading back. There should be another plantation in the direction I'm heading, and we're still keeping our ears peeled for that cuckoo. But I'm starting to lose a bit of hope. Never mind. Still been good. Still been good. Well, this plantation certainly doesn't appear. Horsefly, oh, terrible things. Yeah, it certainly doesn't appear to have as much animal movement going on as the other one. However, never say never. So I just keep walking along this hedge line, and it opens up a little bit just further ahead. Well, I have just seen 2 red deer, and I'm quite surprised because there's deer fence up. I was just about to say, isn't that funny that I said there's not as much animal movement around, and we come across this deer fence, but there must be a hole in it or something. I definitely saw 2 red deer charging through that plantation, so they know I'm here now, so I'm just going to keep walking along. Ah, there you go, massive hole. So this is one thing about Exmoor, which is it's not a moan, it's just a bit inconvenient. Every now and then you come across these boundary fences, and look how rusty the barbed wire is. So yeah, you've got to negotiate these boundaries to see if you can find a safe route over them, or gap ideally. Yeah, this fence, I've had to put an extra dog leg in to get around it, but when you're on your own out here, it's just not worth taking a chance. If something looks dodgy, it's just not worth it. You don't want to be lying in a heap for hours on your own. So yeah, anyway, that's not a problem though. Only about a mile or so, not too bad at all. Okay, so the wind is picking up and a few drops of rain in the air. So I'm just following this animal line here, because very often these are the best ways I find to navigate open moorland. They just know where they're going. They often find the best route, and the car's just up there actually, so we're not too far away. Anyway, yeah, let's crack on. There's a little stream running through there. It's actually quite wide, so let's follow this path and see if we can get across further down. Hopefully that's my crossing point just down there. See that path on the other side going back the hill? I'm hoping I'll be able to get across there, because it was quite heavily used, and as I said earlier, animals very often know the best way. Wow, fox. So that fox is on the path I'm following to get across the river. Amazing. And I mean, here we go. It's still pretty wide, but compared to what it's like further upstream, it's massively more shallower. So, as I say, animals know the best way. I'm just about back. No cuckoos, but we had a result with several deer and also that fox pretty much at the end. That was an unexpected bonus, really. So yeah, it's been a great little walk, that has. Back to the car and home.